Hey guys, and welcome to a new news episode. We have a couple of things to talk about, mostly in regards to Halloween, even though what we're going to talk about is not official announcements. We can see that we are at pokeminers here, and some interesting things have been data mined already. So we have, for starters here, we have Galarian Ponyta and Galarian Rapidash, which are going to be coming soon. They have been found in the code. And Niantic has made a teaser, so we can see here Galarian Ponyta in the wild. So this is officially from Pokemon Go, so we can be certain that Galarian Ponyta and Galarian Rapidash will be coming very soon to Pokemon Go, even though it's not officially announced yet. We can see here what kind of moves they are going to get and the evolution requirements. We can see here evolution cost 50. And we don't know what this is for. Shared Pokemon float, so there might be another evolution requirement that is unclear at the moment. We can see the stats here for both of them and the moves. So for Galarian Rapidash, you can see that it has Psycho Cut as a fast move. So you might remember Psycho Cut from Mewtwo, because it is a very fast energy gaining move, so you can throw a lot of charge moves. And its charge moves are Play Rough, Psychic, Body Slam and Mega Horn. And of course Mega Horn is going to do a lot of damage. Body Slam is more of a spam move, so you can get a lot of Body Slams in for chip damage. So Psycho Cut with Body Slam is already kind of nice, and then you can build up until a potential Mega Horn or Psychic, and then still try the Body Slam, so there's some bait potential. So it definitely seems like Galarian Rapidash has potential. Let's see, going to PvPoke here. He is talking about the Galarian Rapidash here. We can see that in the Great League, this sheet is for the Great League. It does not have too much play, it's only ranked 229. However, if we look at the Ultra Premier, it is pretty decent. It is still, rank 76. It's not one of the absolute best, obviously, but it's definitely going to have some play in the Ultra Premier League. We can see that it has key wins against Venusaur, which is one of the most often used Pokemon, Dragonite, Gallade, Machamp, Ampharos, but it will lose against Charizard, and I expect many people to use Charizard, especially with that new Dragon Breath now. Swampert is often used, Lapras, Togekiss, Escavalier, so it's still gonna be tough to find a spot where to use your Rapidash usefully, but it will be interesting to see if people are going to try it out. Going back to pokeminers then, we are going to the next infographic. It is for Mega Gengar, Mega Banette Curse Gengar. I guess that's the name of the outfit they've given to it. And here we can see Mega Gengar, and of course these are the shiny versions. Then we have the Galarian Yamask with its evolution Runerigus, added with moves and all. We can see that the only fast move is going to be Astonish, which really does not have any play at all in the in the Go Battle League. So yeah, it has some charge moves, doesn't really matter. Got Nightshade, Sand Tomb, Rock Tomb. I believe Pokeminers has stated that Sand Tomb was removed from Galarian Yamask, and then for Runerigus there's Shadow Ball, Sand Tomb and Rock Tomb. I mean, you could say that Sand Tomb and Shadow Ball is kind of nice together, because you could use Sand Tomb as a bait while at the same time debuffing your opponent, and then having Shadow Ball for the nuke. But with Astonish it just isn't good enough at the moment. So maybe if it gets a good fast attack in the future, it could have a little bit more play, but at the moment it's definitely not going to be used in the Go Battle League, as PvPoke is stating here. It is astonishingly bad. Go to the next info graphic here with Sableye. So we can see that the Sableye costume form was added. They have listed all of the shinies as well. Now do remember that even though it's likely that all of these Pokemon will have their shinies released as well, it is not guaranteed, because I'm thinking back about the previous event where both Kirlia and Shinx were the costume Pokemon, and they both had their shiny versions added to the code, but only one of them was actually released. That was Shinx, and Kirlia was not released with a shiny form. Caught me by surprise then. So we are not certain if the shinies are going to be released. It is likely, but we're going to have to wait for verification during the event. Then Sirfetch'd is going to have a new type of evolution requirement, and it's going to be a make 10 excellent throws. So we can see that if you want to have a Sirfetch'd, then obviously first you will need to get that Galarian Farfetch'd, and you will need to make 10 excellent throws. Maybe you will need to have it as a buddy while making the 10 excellent throws. I would assume that makes it easier to count. I mean, maybe it's possible that you just need to make 10 excellent throws in general, whether it's a buddy or not. But looking at the evolution requirements for some other Pokemon with walking, I'm going to assume you need it as your buddy and then make 10 excellent throws. It's not that difficult, to be honest, especially with legendary raids. It is often easy to get excellent throws in a legendary raid, or you can find a random wild Wilmer, for example. It doesn't say a curved excellent throw, so if you're not good at curving, you can go for the straight excellent throw. So I think this is definitely very possible and easy to get, and it's nice to see a new evolution requirement. I have to go back here for a moment to Galarian Yamask, because I forgot about its evolution cost here. We can see it has a special evolution requirement as well, with complete 10 raid battles. So again, I'm going to assume that you will need to have it as your buddy while doing the raids. So you could just before going into a raid, you could decide to put your Yamask as a buddy, and then right after the raid you can change it again. Of course, it would be annoying to time it out with the walking, whether you lose a heart or not. But yeah, I mean, 10 raid battles, it's kind of a lot. So I hope that they will nerf it to like 3 raid battles. But yeah, you are probably not going to evolve many Galarian Yamask with these kinds of requirements. Let's see, what else do we have? New Shadow Pokemon. Okay, so we have Shadow Ponyta and Shadow Rapidash, the normal forms, not the Galarian forms. And we have Shadow Yamask and Shadow Runerigus. So this is a bit strange, because pokeminers is basically stating here that Galarian normal Yamask will be Shadow, normal Yamask will be Shadow, and Galarian Yamask will not be Shadow, while Runerigus will not be Shadow and Runerigus will be Shadow. So that doesn't make any sense, because Yamask evolved into Runerigus. So if Yamask can be Shadow, then Runerigus should be Shadow as well. While if Runerigus is Shadow, then Galarian Yamask should be Shadow as well. So probably some things are going to be changed here, but we are likely to see the Ponyta and Yamask line to become Shadow soon in the game. And I think that is everything from pokeminers. We have a sound here from Sirfetch'd, and yeah, that is it. So we have the teaser here. About Sirfetch'd, we also had a teaser here. So we saw Sirfetch'd being added to the code to the special requirement. Well, Pokemon Go has also made a teaser for that Pokemon. So it seems that both the Galarian Ponyta line and Sirfetch'd are going to come soon to Pokemon Go. So we talked about PvP already. Then we have some Reddit posts. Well, not much really, but I just wanted to quickly talk about the AR task. So I was able to do one of them yesterday, and it turns out that it is rather easy. Easy in the sense that you could make the scan even if it's not good, because you won't actually need to upload it. Basically what happens is you pick up the quest, you will need to be close to the pokestop, you will start the AR scanning, but it doesn't really matter what you are scanning. It doesn't pick up anything about the object, some sort of safety requirement that the object must be inside. I mean, you're just going to scan a certain part in that area. It could be the ground. I mean, you could just scan the ground for 20 seconds. And then you're just going to say, I'm not going to upload it. But as soon as the scan is completed, you will get the reward. And then you can go to your settings and just toss that scan away without uploading it. So in that way, yes, it is easy to do the AR task. Of course, this is abuse of how the system was intended. So you will have to make up your own mind whether you think this is fair to do or not. I've also read on the Wayfarer Reddit that people are a little bit afraid that with all of the AR scanning that's going on, that it might lead to another way of the level 17 cells checking again what the situation is. So we talked about the way that now when you move a pokestop, the cell is going to look again at the new situation. So maybe with AR scanning it's going to be the same. And we know now that if the cell is going to look at the situation again, if there happen to be like 4 pokestops in one cell, then 3 of them will be removed. So I think some people are afraid to do the AR scanning because they're afraid that they're going to lose pokestops that way. Which is another reason why people are going to abuse the system, just make simple scans, get the reward and then not upload it. So I definitely see a problem arising with the AR scanning. It's also possible that people are going to make terrible scans, but they are going to upload it, which is actually even worse for Niantic, because then they have to sort out the good and the bad ones. So I don't think, I think this feature is going to have a lot of trouble. Anyway, we're going to go to the Mega Gengar raid guide here quickly. And this is the last thing for today. We can see that against Mega Gengar, which should be coming in 23rd was coming, so just in a few days. We can see that against Mega Gengar, you want to use Mega Gengar. It's actually your best counter. Then we have Mewtwo, Giratina Origin. We have had 2 weeks now to get a good one. It will be leaving tomorrow evening. We have Darkrai, normal Gengar is actually still good as well, and Groudon. Then we have some alternatives here which you could use as well. But yeah, that is what's going to happen with Mega Gengar. It's kind of ironic that you're going to use a Mega Gengar against a Mega Gengar, but that's because Ghost is super effective against Ghost. And obviously you could use your Mega Gengar to boost Giratinas, for example, or regular Gengars as well. So yeah, that's everything for today. I still do not know precisely what the test rewards are for the AR scanning. I have been unable to find an article about that, so hopefully that will be coming soon. And yeah, the Halloween event is coming very soon as well. So hopefully I can give more details of what is going to spawn and what's precisely happening during that event soon. And I will see you in the next episode.